attention.
Most of these things are not really,
It looks like milk.
Some people call me crazy if I say I never use one of these things, because this thing used with the electricity, and where I grew up there wasn't no electricity. This country is beautiful. Look, everything is just pressing buttons. Press the button. But Mom was like, "What? Stop! Do you know what you're doing? What if you brought this thing up?"
Hi, my name is Damar Gautam. I'm from Bhutan. I was very small when I left my country. Anything I remember about my country is a soldier pointing his gun towards our family.
Hi, my name is Kangimo Mastaki. I am from Congo. The first thing came to mind was getting my hands on the camera. I was so excited because I wanted to learn all the different shooting of angles and just getting used to the movement of a camera, using the cameras. I had an idea of shooting a documentary by the time I go back in my country, so I can just film how my life should be like if I did not come to Australia, and just experiencing all the different things I should be going through. Yeah, just seeing all the different communities and all my friends that I left there that I haven't seen for quite a long time, and what they're up to.
Right click, new page, like current page.
I'm making music.
AJ, you could do the filming of the toilet scene and just have this conversation next to the bus.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Who wants to be the shooter for that? I was thinking there's one already if you might want to do one of the camera work.
I would like to continue filming, if it's possible, in film industry, and continue making more documentary films, if that can happen. But first I would like to get more knowledge and experience in my filming.
Stop recording, right? These sorts of things which it has been happening to me. I don't know how did you call it, that door, right? It's a turning door like this. I've been just turning. I spent almost like 3 minutes in one place. I'm turning.
Then I feel like, oh, you know, can I jump?
When I arrive in Australia, I see so many different things which I didn't even see before. My first day when I saw the lift, I was very surprised. What is it? I thought maybe it's a machine which is changing people. I thought people are getting in the lift, it's not those one who are coming out of the lift. Then I was like, I'm scared to go in, it may change for me.
My name's Tom Trevara, manager Camp Coorong. You'd say I'm a cultural teacher here, Camp Coorong Race Relations Cultural Education Camp. I was interviewed here earlier in this room, and the other camera team asked me about the young people that were doing film work here at Camp Coorong. I said, we have to come to terms with that. The problem with us as Ngarrindjeri people today is our lives are caught up with surviving in this modern day and age. We've got to come to terms with electronics, the media, the camera. Us older ones have got to sit and look at that camera, and we've got to tell our stories. That's the way of maintaining our culture of who we are as Ngarrindjeri people, is we're not losing it. We're still teaching it, but we've got a different way of teaching it.
My grandmother, she swam in the waters all her life, the Lake Alexandrine and Lake Albert and the Coorong, as did her mother, and as did my father. the memories that stick out the most were the ones, you know, swimming in the lake, swimming in the Coorong, fishing. Me and my grandmother and my brothers and sisters going down to the lake, just yarning and talking. That's Ngarrindjeri culture. That's what we do. I just think, will it be there when I have children? I'm only 22. Will my children, will their children be able to do the same thing as I did with my grandmother? And it's very important because that's Ngarrindjeri culture. We have the ocean water, we have the Coorong water, we have the lake water, and we have the river. And we've always lived by the waters. We are water people. We are water spirits. I only have one country, and this is this country. And if that goes, I've got no other home. This is my home. Just to see that go, oh sorry, but it's just really hurtful. And our land is sick, and something needs to be done. And it needs to be done now.
This project is important because it allows young men in lockup to tell their stories and work with their peers in developing some strong crime prevention messages.
The crime chapter is an introduction to the program. The other chapters have a film made by a teenager in lockup, followed by a short documentary about the youth director of that film.
I'm 18. The last time I checked, all an Indigenous Aboriginal, Ngarrindjeri.
Rolling. It's about anger. You can show other young gents that you can control your anger. I'm sure everyone out there can control their anger.
When I first got locked up, I was 10 years old. Ever since then, I've been coming back.
I got into a bit of trouble here one day. I got locked in my room, looking up, started counting the bricks, 14 bricks long by 10 bricks across.
These kids are going to be adults soon. If they don't stop doing what they're doing, they're going to end up in the big house.
Am I young? Am I dangerous? Am I Indigenous? Do you want to hear what I have to say? Do you think we may have something in common? Are you young? Are you locked up? Locked up. Locked up. Have you ever been locked up?
Hi, I'm Eric Ingot from EnviroCoal. How would you like to have a mine in your backyard? Go on, be the first on your street to sign up. Join EnviroCoal and dig the future.
Hi and welcome to Oromocc News. I'm Angus.
And I'm Liam.
Today's program includes local sports news, upcoming events and some interviews.
But more importantly, Warwick CPC 7th School is thinking of building a new media centre.
I think a media centre in Warwick would be great. It would help people if they wanted to use computers or video. Well, I might use it for school projects or if I wanted to do any videoing for home stuff like courses or anything.
I cannot believe now what kids in the class are doing. It's just amazing.
Attention class, today we'll be doing our 6 times tables. Eyes to the front, keeping still. Repeat after me. Eyes to the front, Adam. Sorry, miss. Repeat that one again. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jenny.
Okay, today we're going to do a bit of research on the internet, so I'd like everyone to turn on their computers. I've put the website up here. I'd like you to go onto that and make some notes on filmmaking and editing. So if you could all get into groups and do that, that would be fantastic.
Abby, I'm 15 years old. I go to Whyalla High School. I'm in year 10. Always had this dream to be a rocket. I don't know, it's just been my passion since I was like a little toddler. My uncle's a rocket, and I've seen photos of him in his little rocket outfit. You can be a rocket if you want to be a rocket. You can be whatever you want.
WA Museum, where art comes to die. It's a decaying place. What about something like that dress, the big dinosaur monster things? That's what kids like. Big monster robot things and monster trucks.
Museums just aren't about old things.
They're
and
not
old
about dinosaurs.
And dinosaurs. They also address the contemporary issues.
I'd love to see a donga in here and one of those big trucks.
What was it before this?
It was always a museum. It was built as a museum in the 1890s.
And wasn't that building out there the jail?
That was the jail, yeah.
Over there's the jail. Jail, museum, museum, jail. I think they're both the same thing. They lock things up nice and tight. People can't get in, people can't get out. And also thank you for keeping this place as inaccessible and impersonal that it is.
Come on, add you to our collection.
Help! Help! Call the police.
Yeah, my name is Pam Condon. I'm an Innawanga woman from the Pilbara in Western Australia. I basically want to do a story about my elders' lives, like my mum and my uncle, because they haven't had a chance to tell their story before, and I'd like to record them now. Their country, like where they were born and what their lives were like when they were growing up, and any corroborees and stories that they might have learned when they were children.
That goes into that little hole, just stabilises it. So that's your handle here.
Well, first of all, I want them to have like a bit of empathy and understanding towards our culture, and maybe remember the elders.
It's really gorgeous. Yeah. And if you want to show it. Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah, that's you there. You can see yourself? Okay? Yeah, it's a nice shot. Yeah.
In history, the dating of the paintings in the caves, they're from right back to thousands and thousands of years ago until 200 years ago. And in history, that means that Aboriginal people lasted from there to there, and no further, and yet we're still here.
I thought it's really good to see it being done again. So, to my knowledge, it hasn't. First one that's been done in over 100 years.
That's why it's so important that we be involved in activities like, you know, making the canoes, because it's about, you know, getting this type of cultural knowledge passed along to our future generation.
Yeah, it's going to be a special day and a special time to have that handed down. It's about strengthening people to look at their culture, to look at who they are, to strengthen them. It's about healing the spirit within all of us that live in this country today.
Listen to your MeWe, your inside. If you know, got that feeling in your gut where it's like a butterfly feeling. If it feels like that where you think, I'd love to do that, but I don't know whether I should. You get that feeling inside of you, it means you should do it. Be involved.